Yaari says,
Yeah,
good
over
evening.
to
Very
you.
good evening, everyone. Wishing you all a great and a joyful evening. We are super thrilled to have you here, and it always feels good when we see people joining on time. And yes, today's session is quite a special one. Are you excited, Mr. Nand?
Off. I've been excited for since last 2 days. The minute you told me that we are going live on Sunday evening, I was super excited and have been waiting for this time.
Wow, I share the same expression. I think whenever we come live, we enjoy, and it's fun to have a conversation with our learners, though we cannot see them, but get to hear what they have for us. So,
Yeah.
I want to ask all the learners, as Sir said, that he's quite excited, and equally, I share the emotion. Tell me honestly, do you also miss our live sessions the way we do? Let's hear from them,
Yeah, they can come on
isn't
chat
it?
box, right?
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
Naikavati, good evening. Smriti, Surup, oops, good evening, sir. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And who else? Smriti,
Yeah.
Surup, and Naikavati. And who,
Yes.
I think I'm spelling it correctly, pronouncing it correctly. Naikavati. Yes.
Yes,
So what have you
exactly.
brought to the table, Shruti?
Well, today's session is somewhat special, and I can really guarantee all the learners that if you attend this session proactively and stay with us throughout, then this session is going to be a game changer. Because
Perfect.
today, the tutor we have in house needs no introduction though, but you're known for energy and the teaching prowess. So I expect that throughout the live session, we are going to share a lot of tips and tricks for them to enjoy. So we
Wow.
welcome you on the behalf of whole English Yaari family.
Thank you, Shruti. So we have something special, a different topic. All these time in our live sessions, we have been talking about vocabulary. We've been talking about grammar techniques, and this time we're going to talk about the intonation and modulation of
Yes, so
voice.
we tried asking our YouTube community to pick up the topic in for today's discussion,
Mhm.
and you would be surprised over 55% of our learners asked us for this interesting topic, which is voice modulation and intonation.
So why is it so important, Shruti? Voice modulation and what is people are confused, what is intonation, what is modulation? Is it replaceable, both same? Is it synonym, intonation and modulation? What do you think?
Completely, we must understand the difference because whenever we say this because both goes hand in hand, but there is a sheer difference between. And I
Mhm.
think today you will clear all the doubts learners have for it regarding. Right,
Right.
I can see a lot of learners joining.
Really?
Bhavna,
Wow.
Farooq, Himachali tutor, Neha Rana. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. And yes, sir, we are all set to begin with.
Yeah. So let's start with intonation. And before telling or diving deep into intonation, I would like to say what is word stress. So mostly when we talk, we just go and we can say it is simply speaking or a normal conversation. But if you listen to the native speakers, you can say they are pronouncing some particular syllables in a word. They pronounce it louder, stressed. So we call it as a word with a single syllable, word with two syllable, word with three syllables, and words with 10, 14, 15, 13 syllables. So it is a simple technique to learn how to go with the syllable stress. So how do you have you learned phonetics, Shruti?
No, I just
Mhm.
learned it
Mm.
myself. I
But
tried mastering the
you acquired that.
yes.
This is basic difference between. I want to tell all our learners, English cannot be learned. Spoken language cannot be learned. It has to be acquired.
Acquired.
It has to be acquired. That's why like children, like when they are 4 years old, 3 years old, 5 years, 6 years old, they acquire that language. They never learn, oh, this is past tense, this is present tense, this is future tense. They acquire. Similarly, these intonations and word stress we have to acquire. We cannot say stop, let me think where I should stress this word. Okay, so
Yes.
there are, like, let's talk about some monosyllable words, like, for example, dog. Dog. So how do you get whether it is two syllable or three syllable or single syllable? Any idea, Shruti?
It's all about the stress you put in.
Yes, if it is a monosyllable, you can say dog. You have to
Yeah.
clap your hand. Dog. If
Okay.
you can clap twice, it is two syllable.
Two syllables. Oh wow.
Apple. Apple. So apple. Two syllable. So
Okay,
if you
that's
can,
a new approach.
yeah, if
Okay.
you can clap three times, it is three syllable. Three syllable.
Syllables. Okay.
And mostly when you're talking about nouns, the stress will be on the first syllable. How do you decide syllable? One syllable will have a vowel and maybe a consonant, maybe a single vowel or a vowel with some consonants. So if you can clap, three syllable,
Okay.
two syllable,
Nice.
four
This has
syllable.
made things easier. Learners can now find out whether it's a two syllable, three syllable thing or not.
Right.
That's why I told you, learners, today we are going to have fun because the way you bring things up on table, it's little different, not that typical traditional methods.
So example, to kindness, you have to clap.
Okay.
Kindness. Kindness.
Kindness.
How many syllables? You got it.
Wow, I feel empowered finally. Tell me,
So
will I
this
be
is
able to clear the exam?
yeah. Be- bedroom. Clap. Bedroom.
Bedroom
Two syllable.
choice.
Two syllable.
Okay.
Two syllable. And if it's a noun, if it's a noun, the stress should be on the first syllable. Simple. Easy technique. If it is a noun, if it is a noun, doctor, doctor,
Yeah,
doctor, two syllable,
yes.
noun. So stress will be on the first
First
syllable.
one.
Doctor, doctor, doctor,
Yes.
right? So this is simple technique. So there are, if the word is longer, like can you tell me one long English word? The
Okay, all
longest, which
right.
one? The longest.
Longest. Okay, now we need to search which word should I give you?
There's one word, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh my God, it would take me eternity to remember this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you start clapping the whole session, you will keep clapping, clapping, clapping. You will have 14 claps.
Okay.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. One of the longest words. Okay, so this is about word stress. You can go through Google, you can learn YouTube. Several videos are on air. You can watch that. Okay, now
Yeah,
let me.
Gaurav says, or I never thought it like that.
Now
Rahul says, I always do when I go to temple. Okay, they're relating when we
let's
can clap.
let's see what are the learners' reaction. Okay, how is
Yeah.
charges always do when I go to temple? I don't know. Rahul Pandya, new one. It's a new thing for him. Kanish Fatima, good evening, sir, and Madam Gaurav is amazing tick and try to thrive super. Try to thrive super. Oh yeah, a lot of things coming up. Thank you for all your compliments.
Yes.
So now this is about word stress and see, sometimes I've seen when I was in my college days, I've seen a lot of teachers coming to the classroom, and they will be teaching you. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the molecular theory. I hope you
Oh,
know this.
we all
Disaster,
have these.
disastrous, disastrous.
Yes.
Today, I'm going to talk to you about word stress, intonation, and modulation. I hope it's very easy technique, very easy topic. No life. No life at all. Have
Yes.
you seen ECG graph? When you are sick, you have some
Absolutely.
problems. They
Yeah,
take
it
they
goes
take
up and down.
ECG. Okay,
Yes.
so it will be like this, up and down, up and down. This is the way you should be talking. This is voice modulation. Heart
Yeah.
modulates. Okay, and
Yes.
you might have seen in some pictures the ECG will be like this, straight line.
Yeah. That
What
means
does
the
it mean?
person is dead.
The person is dead. So if you are speaking with a straight line, that means your speech is dead.
Dead.
So you
Yes,
can.
for
I
sure.
think that's a good analogy. Like if your monotone. We call it as monotonous.
Monotone.
Oh,
Yeah.
boring speech, such a boring speech. It should be
Yes.
going up and you should modulate. Like speaking English is like singing a song. Singing a song. Can you try one or two lines, Shruti?
I'm terrible at it. Learners would go away.
If you like this is a very good technique. You should try singing songs to modulate to learn voice modulation. Stress.
Yeah, you brought quite an interesting point.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how voice modulation came up in my speech. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, you're not born a perfect speaker whenever you start your journey. So I was always into writing poetries and
Okay.
reciting poems. So now, when you are reciting poems, if you do not modulate your voice, people
Perfect.
will not understand the difference between a poem and a paragraph.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
have to add your emotions. You should know when should I raise my voice, at what point I have to drop it up, else they would feel, what is she saying? Right?
So this is technique number one. I would like to tell all my learners try to sing, especially English songs. Any suggestions, Shruti? Any suggestions?
Songs I hardly listen to. I'm not at all a mellophile. Oh,
Across the distance and space in between us, you have
Come
come
to
to
show
show
you. Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart should go on. I don't want the listeners to run away from the session. So, singing
no,
songs,
quite
yeah.
a good one. Come on, everyone, you have to appreciate and click on the like button. What sir has done today.
Have you learned
Amazing.
Carnatic music, Shruti? Carnatic music or Hindustani?
I do hear sometimes, but I'm hardly the one who would sing. Humming helps me
Yeah, people
to
used
clear
to say,
my throat.
"Oh, my pitch! I lost my pitch. My pitch was gone. It was a terrible pitch on which you were talking." So the people confuse. What is pitch? What is pitch? What is
Yes.
volume? When you are speaking, you should maintain like a varying pitch up and down. The volume can be the same. Like if you're playing a piano, you can play it in different pitches, but the volume will be the same. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ni tha pa ma ga re sa. Pitch. This is pitch. I've
Astonished.
I've learned in one pitch. I sung that song in one pitch. I can change the volume, but you should never try to change the pitch while singing.
Yes.
Sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Right. So this is pitch.
Yes.
So when you are
We must
speaking,
understand the difference, of
we when
course.
when we are in a big hall talking, you're public speaking. When you are talking, there are two things you have to control: pitch of your voice and the volume of your voice. What's the difference? The pitch is if all the people sitting inside this auditorium stadium, they can listen, the back seaters, if they can listen, they can hear your voice. You should control your pitch. Pitch is the horizontal projection. Volume is the vertical projection. If someone is on the upstairs and if you want to talk to them, you have to have a high volume, not high pitch.
Yes.
Is a vertical projection and pitch is the horizontal projection. Now,
I
so
vividly remember how I learned the difference between pitch and volume. So, my
yeah,
teacher once said, the moment they say, hey, you're not audible, you tend to increase your volume in multiple folds. Let me scream or say. So, she said, always remember your words are like tennis ball, right? So, when you're throwing the words, understand that if I'm in a small room, So I can manage my volume, right? So
Exactly.
people should hear me. But
Yeah.
if you're in a small, compact room and you're not audible to even people sitting in first bench, that means you don't know how to throw the tennis ball or how much force it
The
is
force
required.
you want.
Yes,
That's a
exactly.
good example. Good example.
So
If
you
you
must
have to throw
manage
it
up.
3 foot or 5 foot, then you can have a particular force. And if you have to throw it 50 foot, you have to change your force. You have to
Force with
accelerate.
grace.
Great.
Sometimes they are just screaming on the top, and then we are like, oh, this hurts. I cannot
Right.
hear.
Right.
Right?
So another thing, normally when we talk about intonations and voice modulation, before we go to modulation, I want to tell you something about rising tone and falling tone. Have you heard about this, Shruti? Rising tone and falling tone.
Yes. Yeah, the moment you speak up and you rise up your voice, let's suppose you want to describe something which is happening, something good. Let's suppose India won the match. Now you cannot say it at the dead tone. India won the match. Then you should know when I have to rise it down.
Yes, you have to. Like there are rules. There are rules when it should be rising tone, when it should be falling tone. Okay.
Okay.
So we have two types of questions. One is open-ended question and closed-ended questions.
Close-ended questions.
So if I ask you an open-ended question, like we call it as WH questions, where are you living? Where are you from? What are you doing, Shruti, now? Where do you live, Shruti? It is falling tone. The last word should be
Yes.
falling. I cannot say, hey, Shruti, where are you living? Where are you from? Uptone. That
Yes.
is not accepted. It's not courteous. It's not polite. So whenever you are asking a WH question or an open-ended question, it should be falling tone.
Falling.
Can you give me some examples, Shruti?
Yeah, in simple terms, dear learners, what we are trying to say is whenever you have a question and you want your question to be answered by the other person, feel as if you're presenting something in tray. You want the person to take it. You cannot say, hey, have it. You always be polite. Please have it. So, whenever there are open ended questions, what type of questions, keep it little low. Let the person continue.
And the opposite. If it is a close-ended question, if it is a closed question, what is a closed question? The
Yeah, I
answer
cannot
could
say,
be
yeah,
yes or
I
no.
live in India. I cannot say that.
So if I'm asking you a closed question, then the tone should be rising. Are you happy? Are you happy? You can say yes or no.
Yes,
Are you happy? So
for sure
see,
I am.
happy. So the last word is on a rising tone.
Rising tone.
Similarly, when you are giving a list of items, I need, I need a cake. I need a cake, biscuits, snacks, and drinks. And brings. The
Wings.
last one should be falling tone, and all other items in the list should be rising. I need a cake. Then you should understand, yes, I'm going to tell something else.
There's
I
something
need a
else.
cake, some snacks, some drinks, and chocolates. And chocolates. That means I put a full stop
A full
in
stop.
my sentence.
Yes.
So when you
Please take
are,
questions.
so we cannot say yes, full stop. So it is understood
Yes.
from your tone. It is understood. Like if you are telling, if my learners are telling their parents, yes, I want a book, then father will be eagerly waiting. What is the next thing coming? I want a book, I want a pen, I want a pencil, and the noodles. And the noodles.
Absolutely.
End of the list. End of the list. So this is rising tone and falling tone. And similarly, when you are giving some statements, it should be falling tone. I learn
Yes.
English. I'm an English coach. This is a statement. I'm an English coach. No, it should be
People would
falling.
get along and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So when you're talking, when you're telling a statement, it should be
A
falling
falling tone.
tone.
Yeah, amazing. I think now our learners have a clear projection towards when they should rise up and where they should bring their conversation or their voice to a low level. There's so many comments. We are just amazed. I think Prashant says that
Yeah.
you have plethora of things to share, and Himashni Tutor says that you're quite knowledgeable. People are appreciating you all alone. Gaurav says
Thank you.
you are
Thank you for that.
multi-talented. Yeah, we are exploring this today. The kind of melodies you have shared with us will for sure cherish.
So
Okay,
for our,
Shalini has a question.
yeah, yeah, please.
Yeah, I
What's
think
that
Shalini
question?
Mishra think that
I
voice
believe
modulation is also important for in our conversation. What do you have to say?
yes, yes. Otherwise, it will be like a dead. As I
Dead
told you,
tone.
our ECG will be a straight line. Yeah, if I
Yes.
it's a simple, we can have an exercise here. Shruti, so yesterday what happened, Shruti? I was in the class and no one was taking any interest. I felt so boring the class and I wanted to end it abruptly before the 25-minute session. Is it interesting? I'm just
Not at
talking
all.
to you. There
Yes.
should be always life in your conversation, and life can be brought only by voice modulation, rising tone,
Yes.
falling tone, and modulations. Let's talk about
Great.
voice modulation. What? So now people were thinking, oh, he has been talking about intonation. So now picture अभी भी
What
बाकी
is
है, picture अभी भी बाकी है. ये तो just शुरुआत है. So
Yes, we are super ready. I think today we have a lot of takeaways, as I promised to all of you. In case you have any doubts, feel free to put in the chat section. We'll not let you go without answering all our learners' question
yeah.
today.
So yes, please remind me when we have to, like 10 minutes before we wind up, we have to answer all the
All
questions.
the questions.
Right.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
come on to voice
Yeah.
modulation.
Yes.
Now, please
Yeah.
spill the beans for us.
Voice modulation, the first thing the people think that a good or a fluent speaker speaks very fast. Is it true, Shruti? What do you think? We should speak very fast to show that I am fluent speaker?
Not at all. If
Not
you
at all.
see great speakers, you'll find that they have a base to their speech and they know when to take a pause, when to bring lives. Otherwise, you'll be a fast paced bullet train. People would not be able to
Oh
understand what you
God,
just
he was
said.
speaking a mile a minute. He was speaking a mile, a good idiom I came across.
Yes.
He speaks a mile a minute. That is like the traveling speed. So similarly, so yesterday I went to our shop and I wanted to buy something. I got some apples, and at the end of my shopping, I found that my wallet was missing. And I came back. I took a cab. What is this? What is
Yeah.
this?
A lot of energies or not a good energy.
Maybe you can speak for 1 minute or half a minute. So take.
Yeah.
So whenever you are talking, whenever you are planning for giving a speech, go with moderate speed. Before that, take
Yes.
a take a deep breath.
Very important. I've seen people because the moment they start rushing things, they lose out on breath and they're like huffed and puffed. You feel, what is he trying to say? Please be at ease. If people are listening to you, you as a speaker needs to be composed when you're delivering any speech. Very important point.
Very important point. Take like two, three deep breaths so that will relax you and you can. And that breath should be belly deep, belly breath, not chest breath. Yeah, you
Yes.
can. That's it. No, take a deep breath and then try to speak until the entire air is exhausted, is breathed out. Then take another one, speak, take another one. See, this is not rocket science. You can learn
True.
all these techniques. So, this is the
For sure.
speed. So, be mindful about your speed.
Yes.
When you are nervous, that shows you are nervous. If you are
Things get
speaking fast, that shows you are nervous. So, my dear learners, my beautiful boys and girls, make sure that you speak at a moderate speed.
yes.
If it's very slow, also boring. I went to market yesterday. So
The other person may not have a lot of patience to hear. Okay, let me. And I think
then,
that's what we do in live sessions when we are
yes,
having a session with learners and they're speaking at a fast pace. We always say them, "Come on." We do not interrupt. You're like, Bring it down. It's okay. Relax. We are not moving anywhere. Right.
So that's
Have
about speed. The second is about pitch. We have talked about the pitch
pitch.
of our voice that comes with intonation. So try to have a same pitch, but you try to vary it in between from time to time.
Yes.
Next is intonation. We have talked what is rising tone, falling tone. So this is a part of voice modulation, and the sentences will be made meaningful. If you are talking without any voice modulation, it becomes dead or it's boring and meaningless. Meaningless. We won't find what this man is trying to talk, what he is trying to express. You have to be an impressive speaker. You have to be a confident speaker. You have to be a knowledgeable speaker. You have to impress others. Why we talk, why we learn all these techniques, you need to impress someone. Because
Yes.
in one of my session, I asked him, why you want to learn English? Is there any particular reason? There should be a strong why. Whatever you want to do,
A
there
strong
should be
driving force.
a driving force. So his driving force is my girlfriend speaks English so well. I want to talk to my girlfriend. She speaks so well. The driving force. Such
That
a
was super strong though.
yes, such reasons, if you have, then you will learn it within no time, right? Okay,
Yes.
so
Very.
stress, we have talked about syllable stress, that clapping technique. So you can learn. So if you Google any word, you can see word to stress. I'll tell you a
Yes.
technique. I'll technique. That's why I told you, I will be dropping some value bombs
Value
in between.
bombs. Yes, we are
So
up ready for it.
yeah
Please take a note. This is
yeah,
going to be a fruitful
second
session.
value bomb is like when you are looking up the meaning of a word, in that word you will see one apostrophe. You will see one apostrophe. The next syllable is to be stressed. If it is a three syllable word, you will see one apostrophe after one syllable. The next syllable should be stressed. Practice
Yes,
right from today. After the session, you're going to practice this.
for sure.
What is the timing? What about when we
Yeah,
want to
we do
wind up?
have good 5-10 minutes. I think the learners are giving so many right answers to us. We are super happy. Oh, Gaurav says, got your point. Really, they're enjoying, they're whelmed with the session today.
So now,
Then we have
and in
Neil
between,
Kantnayak saying that your
uh-huh.
conversation has a lot of benefits to me, building our English language. Thank you for that, sir.
Thank you for the compliments. Nice. So then, very important thing is don't forget to take a pause while talking.
Yes,
A
it's quite
split.
underrated. Today, I want you to literally shed
Yes,
some light.
yes, please.
People focus a lot on I have to speak, but if you want to be a good speaker, power of pause can be a game changer for you. Else, people would not understand what you're trying to say. It can be a bland session,
I
right?
want to tell you, I want to give you a very important technique to learn English. 6 second
Okay.
pause. That pause
Pause.
will generate some curiosity.
Curiosity.
Yeah, so what this man is going to tell next. Take pauses while you are talking. Change your, change your volume, change your pitch. That makes more interesting. Pause is very important. Never think that if you are pausing, that means, if you take a long pause, then people will think that he is not prepared for his speech. But you can always take some meaningful, that's called 6 second pause. six
Okay.
second pause. You can Google and find out what is 6 second pause. Not all every sentence you should pause. No, whenever you are going to deliver very important thing in your speech, then you can pause. There you can stress. You can raise your volume. You can change your pitch. Then come back to the original tone, and that's called modulation, or we call it as tonality. What is tonality? Tone and tonality. Tonality is the way we speak with all these things what we have been discussed. That is also called enunciation. Pronunciation is different.
Different
Enunciation, yeah,
enunciation.
enunciation.
Yes.
The way you incorporate all these techniques to become a wonderful speaker. I hope our learners got this
Yes.
and they are gonna practice. How to practice, Shruti? Another
The many
value
repetitions.
value bombs coming. Another value bomb coming up.
Okay.
One most important technique is shadowing technique. Shadowing.
Sure.
You can shadow some of the best speakers in the world. They are available on YouTube. Can you suggest some good podcasts, Shruti?
Yeah, so see, sometimes when you're shadowing, make sure you keep in you whenever you're expressing, take good person into practice. If you're trying
Correct.
to practice and shadow native speakers, it can hamper your actual way of speech, isn't it?
Correct.
Otherwise, they stress a lot on the way they're putting on accent. Here, we are shadowing to improve your voice
Yeah, we are
modulation,
not
not
talking
your
about
accent.
accent. I don't want you to have RP or American accent. In America we have 50 states and 50 accents, so we can't learn all those accents. But where you how to modulate, so shadowing is a wonderful technique. You can have a role model. I want to talk like this person. I want to talk like Shruti Sharma.
Oh,
Let you be a role model. They want to talk like Shashi Tharoor. Okay, be your role model.
celebrities,
I want
guests,
to
for
talk like
sure.
Shraddha Kapoor. That Shraddha is very good. Shruti and Shraddha. Shruti.
Oh,
So
no comparison at
what
all.
is the English word for Shruti? Shruti means pitch. Shruti is pitch. Right? The right meaning, Shruti?
Yes. Shruti is all about the meaning of this name is a melodious voice. I don't know how
Melodious.
melodies
We
my
have
voice
brought pitch, physical appearance in this session.
is. I don't know.
Next is
Well, I
watching
think
English movies.
Gaurav
Yeah.
has a question that what kind of pitch one should have while delivering answers in interviews?
Yeah, this is a wonderful question. No, it should not. You should not be mumbling. You should not be whispering when you are talking in an interview. Your voice should not be high enough. It should be because you are just sitting in front of a person. So your volume, you have to have a horizontal projection of 1 feet. So a medium moderate pitch is more than enough. If you are a woman, like, and if you want to learn about pitch, you can use the piano or like singing pitch. That singing pitch is different, but while talking, this is the pitch I'm talking to you, Shruti. This is the pitch we should adopt if you are
Yes.
sitting or if you want to crack an interview.
I
So where are
encountered a learner in session. I remember. So he had this narration, and I think this question by Gaurav helped me understand the same thing. So he used to answer me quite at a low pace, and I asked him once that why are you speaking so low because you it
yeah,
feels that you're not confident, and he
I know
was
you're
a great
nervous. You're
confident person.
nervous. Mhm.
Yes. But then he said, in order to respect my interviewer, I speak slow. That is not the case, right? If you respect somebody, you do not have to lower your voice. I think that's when they get confused between pace and volume.
So if I ask you, like you are a candidate, and ask you, where are you from?
Yeah,
Where
I
are you
cannot
from?
say I am from. Of
I
course, I have to
am
be
from
yes
butterflies, butterflies in your stomach.
in the
So I'm
stomach.
originally
Yes.
I'm from Chennai, but currently
Yes.
I'm living in Mumbai for my work. So this is
Yes.
should the facial expression, because a lot of things you have to learn about body gesture. Only 20% is communicated through your words. 20% communicated by words, 80% communicated by your body language.
Body language.
Your hand
Yes.
gestures, your facial expressions, your twinkle in your eyes, your head nods, your body. Don't sit like this
Yes.
when you are talking in an interview. Don't sit like this, yeah, when you are talking
Yeah.
in an interview. Yes, you can. Your hand should not be under the table, or it should not be something like this. Yeah, I'm from Chennai and I moved to Mumbai. No, don't do that. So your hands should be visible. You can rest it on the table and then you
Yes.
can. And while if there are two, three members in the interview board, you can talk to one person. Then next, you look at all the three members while talking.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. We
Next,
have a lot of people active out there.
really,
Shahod Alam says, "Ma'am, please take my name, okay? Welcome to the session."
yes, Sahud Alam, Saurabh Upadhyaya, Saurabh Sahud Alam, Kushal Singh, like money. Yes, Gaurav Jain is there. Nice. So
Yes,
one more technique I would say, like watching English movies, and don't
yes.
watch. No, I give you make a target of watching two movies in 1 month. What is it, Shruti? Watching two English movies in 1 month.
Okay, I
Is
may
it?
forget that.
No,
Okay, I am
our
to do it.
idea is not to enjoy that movie. Our plan is to learn
It's
English.
so
So
you
I
do
would
not have to
suggest,
watch in one go.
yeah, I would suggest 20 to 30 minutes of watching with subtitles. And while watching, you try to imitate the dialogues. Try to imitate
Yes.
the dialogues. You can pause and then imitate. Then next day, the same 30 minutes without subtitles. Without subtitles. And if you are lost, again turn on the subtitles and you can talk. You can learn. Next day, other 30. Third day, another 30. So 15 days you can watch one movie. And while watching movies, if you find some new words, if you come across some new words, take a note of that and Google, see where is the stress and try to
Before
learn that.
Googling it, try to learn through context. I've always emphasized
Aha.
on learning via contextual method, so I want them not to directly hop on Google. Yeah, quite an interesting one. I think whenever we are learning via watching videos, it's interesting, but the major limitation is we being consistent. Today I may watch, tomorrow. That's why we always say when you come in session, when you enroll yourself up for anything, then you have to practice. Your tutor will not let you go, isn't it? In our sessions, our
Yeah.
eyes are literally on everything that you utter. So
And
currently, we cannot do a lot of activities with you, but maybe when you join the session with us, then we will have fun and implement it, isn't it?
two more things, Shruti, to improve your intonation modulation. Listen to radio podcasts, radio jockeys. The way they speak, oh my
My God.
God, you know,
It's amazing. It's on another level. Whenever you hear them reciting any poem and staying, anything, especially the way they narrate their stories, that storytelling skill
try to
is
follow some
commendable.
radio jockeys.
They
Mirchi
must.
9.99.9 FM radios you listen, then this voice
Yes.
modulation very important. Lastly, it is time to listen to some cricket commentary.
Oh,
Voice modulation,
okay.
voice, the
Yes.
excitement, the boring times, normal time, you can feel all these things in a cricket commentary, right?
For sure.
Right.
Yes, definitely. I
When you are
think these
happy,
things
when you're
help a
happy,
lot.
I give you one sentence. I just
Okay.
received a letter of my promotion from my
Okay.
company. So how would you say that sentence? You're so super excited. You're thrilled. You got a promotion letter. I got my promotion letter. Will you say like this? Hey, I got my promotion letter, ma'am. You will be super excited when your
Yes.
candidate wins. You will be so thrilled to say that, to announce that. Oh my God, Joe Biden lost it. Oh my God, November elections are coming in the US. So, oh my God, I wanted him to lose that election. My all-time favorites, Trump has triumphed. Trump. We cannot talk about our Modi Saab or anybody in India. That's why I took the name of Joe Biden.
No, thank
So,
you so much.
so when you are happy, one tone will be there. When you are confused, the tone will be, I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I'm perplexed. I don't know how to solve this mathematical problem. I'm confused. I'm trying to figure out this problem, this software problem. This is not working. I'm confused. We'll not say in a happy tone or a happy mood. Depending upon what you
Yes.
are telling, trying to express, you have to change your tone, your modulation, and your pitch, and your with the voice volume. When you're sad, when you're sad, again you have to change your voice, your modulation. Even
Yes.
a touch is a pat on the back is okay. I understand. If somebody is mourning, someone's grandmother, grandfather, someone passed away in their home, you go and just hold their hands. That's more than enough. You need not to have like a 3 minute, 4 minute speech.
Yes.
Yes. Now, what else, Shruti? No,
I
now
want to
I
learn
think
one thing from you. How did you master this? Was it through singing, movies, podcast, radios? Because you've given
no,
so many valuable.
when I came in 1983, when I came to Chennai, I could speak only one language. Only
Okay.
one, that's my mother tongue. And my boss told me, unless you try to speak English or Hindi, at least try to speak Hindi, I couldn't. I was given a deadline, 6 months, and that was a do or die situation. That's why you should have a strong reason to learn. Now I can
For
speak my
sure.
mother tongue, I can speak Tamil, I can speak Hindi, I can speak English, I can speak Arabic, little bit of Spanish and French.
Okay.
So one
Now
person,
this is
one,
motivating me to learn one more language now.
so if you are speaking one language, you are a monolingual.
Monolingual.
Bi,
Yeah.
two language, bilingual, trilingual, or polyglot,
Polylingual. Yes.
polylingual, multilingual. You know. So
Yes.
questions, question time, Q and
Yes,
A
it's
time.
time because learners were writing a lot from things. Now it's time for us to answer the questions. So, in
Yes,
case we missed out on, it's time for you to write all the questions and we are here to answer those.
right.
Oh,
So what are the
Saurav has
questions?
a question. Saurav
Mm,
Upadhyay says,
mm.
Sir, please let me know it should be Hindi movies or with English subtitles or should it be in English?
As a beginner, you can. That's a good suggestion. You can watch Hindi movies with English subtitles. So once I told my learner how to learn, how to improve your English, watch Hindi movies. Oh my God,
Oh,
watch
yes.
watch Hindi movies to improve my spoken English with English subtitles. With English subtitles. Fantastic method.
Yes, exactly. Oh, people are amazed to know that you know so many languages. Gaurav says, "Oh, so many languages, sir." Great. So this is going to be new thing. Mukesh says, Mukesh Kumar has a question. How can we learn construction of sentences? Okay, he's asking about sentence constructions. This is the basic block of
Yeah,
learning any language.
basic block of. There are four types of sentences. One is we can say simple sentence. Then you can say compound sentence
Compound
or
sentence.
complex sentence, and then compound complex sentence. So first thing, you should start learning simple sentences, where there will be one subject, one verb, and one predicate, or subject and a predicate. So I'm teaching. I'm an English teacher. Simple sentence. So start building your sentences, learning through. Like you can do one exercise daily. Daily, say out loudly some sentences, like simple sentences. I'm an English teacher. I'm watching a movie. I want some water. I'm going for a walk. I'm reading a book. This is one
Yes.
way of learning or building your confidence. 25 sentences, simple sentences, affirmative sentences, like positive sentences. Then you can make it negative, a negative sentence. I'm reading a book. This is a positive sentence. You can try with I'm not reading a book.
Not reading a book. Yes,
I'm
exactly.
I'm not going I'm not going to hit the gym today. Make it a negative sentence. 25 sentence. Just say aloud. Then another interrogative sentence. Interrogative. Are you happy? What are you doing? When the match starts? When does the match start? When does the train leave? Some questions, interrogative sentences.
Yeah.
And you can try some exclamatory sentences, imperative sentences. So this is the basic way you people think that I don't have a partner, I don't have a companion to speak. So I we offer, you can join my class with these class. Anybody interested, they can join
Yeah,
EnglishYaari or any other platform. You will have a one-on-one session, and we will give you a companion. We'll be companion. I don't say that
absolutely.
I will be your tutor, coach. I will be a companion who will never judge your English. I will never laugh at you when you make mistakes. We will be having some kind of discussion where I'll give you some tips how to improve. What are your mistakes? No, you need a partner to speak. That's all,
For
and
sure.
that's
And
what
you need
I
a partner who can help you elevate. There are so many people who are there to put you down, suppress you.
exactly. They will always pull you down, pull you down.
Yes.
And
Especially when
even
you're
even
learning
you
any
can
new
find
language.
those kind of people at home. Maybe your
Uh,
chacha, chachi, grandma, grandpa. Oh, yeah. Why this man is like learn? Why he want to learn English? That's a big
Believe me
deal.
or not, I have faced it. When I was in school, I got to know okay, English is quite a fun language, and if you're
Hmm.
able to speak, you're able to understand your subject well. So you must know how to speak. So I used to practice small sentences, as you were just telling our learners how we can make small sentences. Some of the friends would say, "Why are you speaking in English? We do not have teachers around us. There's no compulsion." So I'm like, "I'm not speaking in English for the teacher. I'm speaking English for myself." So it happens. But now we have surroundings where we have great tutors like Mr. Nanda. And if you have seen, this is something which we do every day in the session. So many
Correct.
activities, so many
Yeah.
fun
Every
segments.
day we get
Isn't
some
it?
activity. No, we cannot learn a language without making mistakes. It takes time. It's a
Surely.
journey. It's a journey. It's not the destination. It's a journey. Dare to speak incorrect English with confidence. Speaking, Shruti, mark my words, speaking incorrect English with confidence is better than speaking correct English without confidence.
True that.
If you want to know more, come with us. Let's talk.
Yes, and
Let's
we
talk.
have Let's Talk and Sunday special offer is just live. Learners can get up to 40% discount on all the subscription plans. So
Wow,
I think
that's good one.
it's the best deal for them. We are eagerly waiting when we see learners. They were appreciating you. They were writing a lot about me.
Yeah.
We have seen all the comments, believe it or not. If we couldn't name it, we have seen it. And from the core of our heart, we thank you for being here for good 40 minutes. They have been so active throughout the session. I could see a lot of chat section, people rolling out and appreciating our efforts. So we love it. It's our pleasure that we could share something. And thank you to you, sir,
Thank you.
for
Thank you
bringing
so
out
much. So,
insightful sessions.
to all of my students, live English, learn English, and love English.
Yes.
Thank
And
you.
for that, we are waiting for you in the session. See you soon,
See you
everyone.
on the other side. Thank you very much, Shruti.
Yes,
It
thank you
was a
so much.
wonderful session, and thank you for all our learners who joined online. Thank you.
Exactly. All right. We wish you all the best. Keep learning, keep improving, and we'll see you around the corner. Bye bye.
Bye. Namaskar.